Hello friends, you are welcome to Anchor Network, where you get updates of things that you really need to know. I appreciate every one of you who has been part of this channel, who has subscribed, and as many that are still contemplating whether to subscribe or not. I will encourage you to do that because I know you are not going to regret it at the end of the day. Please click the red subscribe button and also the bell icon. The bell icon is very important because if you don't click the bell icon, you will not be notified anytime we publish any news. And also, I have a gift for everyone or as many that are interested on how to build a website. There is a website link in the description section. Once you open it, there's a video that will teach you on how to build a website from beginning to the end. Thank you very much. So let's go straight to the business of the day. Return to North now. Northern elders, youth, other Fulani S-men. Members of the Northern Elder Forum and the coalition of the northern groups have asked Fulani S-men to leave the southern parts of Nigeria. They said the S-men should return to the north where their S-men safety and that of their property could be guaranteed. The northern elders and the youth said they were worried that some southern leaders had allegedly openly threatened war against the Fulani S-men. They claimed that for this reason, all the S-men from the north living in the south should return home. Recall that the controversial Ruga policy suspended by the federal government generated various reactions, with southern leaders rejecting it. The southern elders had argued that it was wrong for the federal government to take people's land by force and give it to S-men who were operating personal businesses. The rejection was further fueled by kidnappings and killings of innocent men and women by the suspected S-men. Also, the coalition of the northern groups had given the federal government a 30-day ultimatum to resolve the objection raised by the southern leaders. However, at a press conference after a meeting of the NEF with the CNGs on Tuesday in Abuja, where the youth demanded the return of all the Fulani elders to the north, the NEF's chairman, Professor Ango Abdullahi, also backed the youth position. However, Abdullahi said the call on the elders to return to the north was born out of the alleged realization that their lives had allegedly been put at risk due to recent actions and utterances of the southern governors. Abdullahi said, "We are worried about their well-being. If it is true that their safety can no longer be guaranteed, we rather have them back in areas which their safety is guaranteed. The bottom line is that their safety is far more important than their stay there. This is a country we all wish to keep together, but not at the expense of their sections." Abdullahi, who is a former vice-chancellor of the Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, Kaduna State, also called of the establishment of judicial inquiry that will be saddled with responsibility of determining the quantum of loss of properties by herdsmen and farmers. This, he said, should be done with a view of paying compensation due to each of the warring parties. Also speaking at the event, CNG's spokesperson Abdullahi Aziz Sulaiman, who presented the position of the northern youth to the elders, alleged that the southern governors had on July 9, 2019 jointly agreed to stop movement of elders and cattle in the south. He also said the governors even arrogated to themselves power to decide which category of S-men could be allowed to live in the south and others who he said they allegedly tagged as criminals. Sulaiman, who also regretted the S-men were being blamed for the killings of Mrs. Funke Olakunrin, daughter of the Afenifere leader, Chief Reuben Fashoranti. He said this was wrong as the culprits had yet to be identified. He noted, throwing caution to the winds, Gani Adams, Fani Kayode, Yinka Odumaki, and a host of other southern regionalists shamelessly insisted on changing the narratives around the killing of the Fashoranti's lady. In the process, they threatened all forms of violations and breaches against northerns, including the threat of all at war. With all these statements and steps taken by the southern governors and opinion leaders, we are worried that none of the northern governors or federal officials has deemed it apt to caution them. The failure or neglect of the police to trace a connection between the Fashoranti's daughter, mother, and the seeming prearranged conduct of Fani Kayode, Odumaki, and Adams by their haste to shift the blame in order to render the Fulani object of attack is certainly suspicious. We are concerned about the sincerity of the federal government in implementing the NLCP, going by the manner previous efforts executing developmental projects like the Mambila hydroelectric power project and several initiatives on the Esme dilemma were invariably stalled. We are equally worried that the NLCP is vested in the office of the vice president that is believed to have frustrated previous projects meant for the North. We find it difficult to trust the commitment of this government, which has for the past 4 years failed to execute any positive initiative towards resolving the herders' problems, nor showing the encouraging concern of the dilemma of the Fulani who have been attacked in various states. Based on the above observations, sir, and the fact that the instigation of hatred against the Fulani persists, we feel obliged to advise the leadership of the Northern Elders Forum to consider calling on the Fulanis to forgo their right to live and flourish anywhere in the south and relocate to their various states in the north to ensure their safety. But when contacted to know whether the elders would heed the advice, the Mieti Hala cattle breeders Macban of Nigeria told one of our correspondents that it was unaware of the recall of S-men to the north and refused to speak further on it. The National Secretary of Macban, Baba Usman, said, "I am not aware of these developments. I didn't know anything about it. I am just hearing it from you, so I have no comments on it. I don't know anything about it." When contacted on whether or not Esme in the south should heed the call by the leadership of NEF to return home, the Arewa Consultative Forum's National Publicity Secretary, Alhaji Mohammed Ibrahim Bill, declined comments on the matter. He said, "I am currently in the clinic, not feeling well, just here in the clinic to receive injection. I can't talk on this, please, thank you." However, the leader of Fulani Esme in Benue State, Garros Gololo, has said there is no need to ask if the Fulani Esme will leave Benue or not because we have left the state long time ago. Gololo, who spoke to one of our correspondents on the telephone, said that all Fulani Esme had left Benue State since the enactment of the anti-open grazing law. Why are you asking me that question as if you are not in Benue? Governor Samuel Otum has driven away Fulani Esme from Benue. As I am talking to you now, I have since left the state, which, when there was a threat to my life, Fulani Esme started leaving Benue State shortly after the enactment of anti-grazing law. Those who try to stay behind have to leave when the livestock gas group enforcing the anti-grazing law were impounded their cows and spending millions to retrieve the cows. So no Esme is in Benue State now. We have all left, Gololo said. Yeah, this is a new development. You know, from the people that they really contacted, these northern forums or the people, the Mieti Hala chairman and all of that, all of them, you know, playing to the gallery that they don't know what is happening. Some said they have not heard about it and all of that. I think there's a kind of conspiracy, you know, from that. But from the last person that spoke, that the chairman of the Mieti Hala in Benue State, he said they had left a long time ago. Since the autumn, that's the way they are putting it, are driving them out, and because they won the case in court against the Fulani Esme. So say, why are you asking me now as if you don't know that the ones that are there trying to gather their livestock, you know, because they've been impounded, so they're just still waiting until everything will be resolved. But majority of them, they had left Benue State. So you don't need to be asking me as if you don't know what the governor of that state, Samuel Otom, had done. So other people that they really ask about whether they've heard about this call by some of the northern youth and northern elders that all ex-men should come back to the north since their lives, you know, will not be guaranteed in the south, and talking about the southeast governor or the southern governors, that they've come together and making sure that these people don't even move around the way they ought to, because what they want is that they want to be moving their cars all around the place, and people don't really want that. So they are like, okay, since their lives will not be guaranteed, so the best bet is for their people to come back to the country or to their state. But now they are picking on Oduma King, Gani Adams, the Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò of Yoruba land, and Fani Kayode, because of the statement they made. Those guys never made any statement out of nothing, because these northerners, they are not just truthful and they are economical with the truth. Now, when your people, immediately the government suspended Aruga of a thing, your people gave an ultimatum and said all Southerners should leave, that if the federal government at the end of that 30 days ultimatum do not reverse it or implement that Ruga program, that they are going to show their color. Have they even been able to call their people? They are the same people made that statement, and it was out of that statement they are making, and they made that statement first, that all Southerners will be ejected from North, since the Southerners don't even want to see the herdsmen in their land, and they are waiting for that 30 days, to elapse. So if your people made that statement and you expect the other regions or the other people to keep quiet, and I see no reason why even some of the southern elites or governors, they are blaming this gentleman speaking on behalf of the people, because you are the one that they voted for. You don't want to speak because you are part of the government, and the individuals who have that boldness, who still feel some kind of love, some kind of affection with their people, they are speaking. And these governors, the ones that are holding this political position, they are not even speaking. And now these northern elders are blaming them for speaking. When you had already made that ultimatum, what do you expect from them? You want them to fold their arms and be playing, to the gallery, or to be playing as if nothing is happening, because you feel that you have a monopoly to any kind of statement, any kind of ultimatum. Nobody has monopoly of anything. If you think that you are so powerful in one area, so there's other people too. There's a proverb that if you have not gone out, to see other people's farm, you think your father's farm is bigger than every other person's. So when you go out, you see people that are even more knowledgeable. Even if you want to say you are, you behave, in a manner that, is uncalled for, you still see people in that line too. So nobody has monopoly of anything. There are a lot of people with talent, with all manner of things, irrespective of what you want to put it or the way you want to put it. So if they want their people to come back to the north, good and fine. If they are trying to pretend that nothing of such is happening, because they are still asking them, some of their people, they are playing to the gallery that they don't know, they are not aware of it and all of that. But for the last person that spoke, really had his mind saying, you are asking me, we are left long time ago. It is not even by this their ultimatum, but he's still saying that he doesn't know whether they made that statement, whether the northern group or the northern elders made such statements. So guys, that is just my opinion concerning what they have said. I would like to hear from you too. Put your comments down in the comment section. Thank you very much. Bye.